Hello, Pascal.
Hello, hello.
Hello, good to see you.
Yes.
I need to put my background too.
Oh, yes.
I need a green screen.
Oh, yes.
Ah, it looks so good.
Yeah,
You don't look like your spirit is being taken off by the mentor from Harry Potter.
exactly. Actually, it does not cost a lot. I was lucky as a photographer that I had some of the equipment, but the only thing you need is is you need two tripods for a flash, and you
Mm.
just need a little bar,
And
and
you hang it over.
and you hang. I just hang. I think it's. I think in this whole set. I mean, this has had much more. Oh, okay, I think for a couple of 20, 30 euros, you can have this kind of thing, right?
Oh, that's very, very good.
Yeah, it's nothing. If you just would Google green screen, pretty sure, right? It does not have to be fancy because it's
Oh, and it does looks very professional because it's
because you
very
don't see anything.
exactly. I like that.
Do I have it here? A green screen. Uh, moment.
Uh, I'm gonna search for it. Amazon.
Here, this is how it looked like, right? So you even see you
Oh,
see Nestor. This
yeah.
is you even see the all the lines and everything, and it's just a
So
piece of
you see
yeah
the green, but we see it like very
yeah of course
looks
yeah.
professional. I like that. I'm gonna do that. I
Mm,
keep I need to put it on the car and then not close the window and order. You
yeah.
know, that's the process.
So now
How
I
you
need
been,
to
man?
yeah. Let me find it again to put it
Oh,
on again. So yeah, here it is. Uh-oh. Um. Yes, yes. Okay. Got it. Okay, good. Yeah, we're on again. Yeah, I got it like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. No, I mean, I'm using it since Corona, right? So 5 years already.
yeah.
Excellent. And I have my table, and then
Mm-hmm.
I just bye bye.
Yeah. That's try to go up now without standing. Oh, the table is a standing table.
Yeah,
Ah, I thought it was a
because then
chair.
I'm much more open, right? If I stand, I have um a
Oh,
complete
yes.
other how you call it.
Posture.
Posture, yeah,
Yeah.
posture. Mm.
Oh, that's a good idea. I have, the thing is, I found this desk, which is from 1920 in the US,
From
in a
1920.
vintage store in Memphis, Tennessee.
Wow.
So I got in love with the desk. It's
Yeah.
super designed, the
Yeah.
carved wood. You can imagine.
Yeah.
So it was meant to be kind of my desk to meeting the clients. Me on one
Hmm.
side, the other side, just look this, Nestor have taste. That's it. It's been changing like four colors: black, blue, red, white.
The table.
The desk. It's kind
Wow.
of this time when we moved here to the from the Dallas, Texas to here to Switzerland, the company brought it, the whole furniture and stuff. And now it's here. I went to that brocante or the places to sell secondhand things, and I was like, everything looks so pretty here. This is not unique anymore. Because in the US, I was a European
Oh yeah.
flair, which was like, oh my God, that's so fancy, so beautiful.
But now it's here like okay,
Here
whatever.
is it's
Yeah.
nothing. Here you have found some others, and I was so impressed. It says, you know what?
Yeah.
No.
I wanted to do something.
Mm.
Um Okay, yeah, that's how it changed, right?
At some point, I was disappointed. I says, oh, whatever. I don't want to throw it away. Someday, when we have a bigger space, I could put it in it. I could use it. But for almost a second, Jessica says, no, no, go away, go away. Let's get something new. I said, no, I like it. Okay, okay, let's keep it in case that in the future you need it so we don't need to purchase it
Yeah.
again. I was like, okay, let's keep it. But it's not even a big desk. So I saw, I think it was in Jessica's company last time I went there, a standing desk. And I see these people pulling it up, pulling it down. I was impressed. I says, I want that.
Yeah.
But then I thought, I need to get rid of mine to get this one. So I was, I'm good sitting down. I'm not ready to lose my vintage desk. Oh God.
Mhm. Okay. So, oh yeah.
I'm looking at the green screens and they have they have quite nice options.
Most probably.
It's one that I could put like a hat.
Again, you don't need the fancy one, right?
Mm-hmm. It's like a hat behind
Okay.
the chair, like a circle.
Yeah, I can imagine. But okay.
Very interesting.
Yes, but I
It's
prefer
portable.
something which is like a bit size and where I can move from the left to the right.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
I mean, if you want to stand up and all these kind of things with your chair, you're not able to do. Yeah,
True.
yeah. Can I share already the screen or should I wait or
No, no, as you want.
do you introduce me or how does it work?
Yes,
Okay.
I will
I
introduce
have
you.
one slide for me. Is that fine or should I
Mm-hmm.
delete that or?
No, 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 it's fine. Why not?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. At some point, we will begin to talk, so that's when
Oh
I will
no, we need to talk.
I will use that for the recording because all of this conversation is being recorded. So I will erase it, take off that part. Mm.
I found something, 20 euros.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good. Let me
Yeah,
see.
it's nothing. Actually, it's nothing. But maybe it's just a green screen without the. Oh yeah, most probably it's just the screen. Oh yeah, that's just the screen, but that's already actually the most important thing. So you have a screen for 20 euros,
Yeah.
and then you only need the tripods, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The
Mm.
thing is, I may have to install and take off and put it on.
Hello.
Hello, Pascal. Hello, Nancy.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Yes.
We were talking about green screens,
Yeah.
Francesca. Thinking to buy a green screen. So look at the background of Pascal. It looks so clean. And then I do mine, and I look like a Dementor from Harry Potter is taking my soul. Look at that. If I move my hands, it's like
Yeah, yes. It's a big difference. Yeah,
it's not
if I
good.
show something then it's clearly visible, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can sell you one because I'm not using my green screen.
Oh, you have one.
I have two.
Oh,
They take too much space or something?
Yes, and I don't have the patience to mount it, demount it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I was thinking that. Hello, Christian.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
hello, good evening. Nice seeing you.
Where you from, Christian?
I'm from Pascal's area, so
Oh,
I'm in
wow.
Austria.
That's nice. Did you know Christian Francesca?
Maybe we've met
Yes, exactly.
in one of the trainings.
We did.
That's nice. Well, who don't know Francesca, they're not in Toastmasters.
Who don't know Christian?
Exactly. You know what? I'm in Amazon. I'm gonna buy a green screen, but something small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'm using it more than 5 years and I'm happy with it. So
The
yeah.
thing is, I'm in the same boat as Francesca. If I use it, I need to put it out, put it in, and put it out, put it in, and that destroys my patience.
Hmm.
I may have to something small, portable. Yeah, portable.
And yeah, you can have a look. Most probably there are some solutions. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I have the advantage that we have a room where, yeah, I mean, we're doing quite a lot of workshops, so yeah, we're quite established here. And everything stays the same, right? I mean, we have like the 4 positions for if Sylvia sits, it's a bit a different position than I sit, so that's why we have the memory. But otherwise than that, we all using the same equipment, right?
For the desk, that's quite nice.
Hello,
Roland. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi.
Where are you connecting from, Roland?
I'm at my dad's place. Usually I'm near the Swiss border. I'm in the Swiss Toastmasters Club, but now I'm in Germany, German Midwest pretty much.
That's nice.
Germany Midwest means?
Yeah. Wolfsburg.
Well, Würzburg?
Wolfsburg.
Wolfsburg. Okay.
So it's between Hanover and Berlin, right in the middle.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
So
you speak, if you speak German, it's very high German without accent then?
Yeah, the highest German.
The highest.
Basically. But I lost some of it
Swiss
in
Romand?
northern Germany, so it's not high German anymore, but still. Yeah, so let's see. Interested in today's meeting, so I'm curious how we get this charged with ChatGPT.
Yeah, it is trending, definitely.
Oh, it is. Yeah,
it's a technology that is not completely new, but for many of us, it is. So we need guidance to see how we can use it better. And I'm excited about that, to see what options we have.
Yep.
I'm also excited.
Oh, you are? The good thing is that we have today 3 area contests, if I'm not wrong.
Today?
Today, exactly today.
Wow.
I think in Switzerland have 1, and another one it's in Italy, and another one I think it is... no, the other one is in the German, Switzerland. So a lot of people have pre-made arrangements for their lives. But the good thing is, because we're going to be recorded, that's going to be for use for many others. So at some point, I will be becoming more hostess focused, and I will be serious, and I will cut off what is not needed. So don't worry, people. Let's wait for 5 minutes.
There was something else, but also was mentioned what Katja was posting for today.
Yes, as well.
Yeah.
She have as well. That's true.
Lots of events. Yeah.
Yeah.
Francisca, is there any evening where you don't have a Toastmaster event? It's like I'm talking with Petra. Oh yeah, 9:30. I still have a meeting with Francesca. And today you're here again. So it's like, okay. Wait a moment. I can read lips.
Exactly, you can really read lips. Yes, there are evenings where I have nothing to do beside the decluttering in my apartment, which is my main activity right now.
Okay, yeah.
No, I try to go it with the flow. I mean, usually I know I have a list of things to do, and I try to do it with the flow and keeping the regular and strong commitment. A few of them, because otherwise I know that if I fill my calendar with everything is possible, and I feel too obliged to make it, and Toastmasters will no longer be funny for me if all the evenings
Of course.
I'm forced to do it. And so now, probably now I'm attending many meetings, but I don't feel I am forced to do.
Yeah, no, that's nice. Yeah. It's quite what I see, and there's quite a lot of possibilities. And on the one hand, possibilities, on the other hand, meetings that you have to do as a certain role as well. So yeah, it's interesting. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Grete.
Hello.
Hello, Teresa.
If you
Hey.
can, it would be great to turn on your video because we're
Give me
not
10
doing.
minutes and I'll do that.
Yep. Okay. We're not doing a podcast, so it's good that I have interaction, that I see audience.
Sure.
I have two 4K screens, so on the one screen I just see the participants, on the other screen I see the presentation, so that's nice. Yeah.
Well, that's a good idea.
Mm.
I got 3 ideas from you today: green screen, standing desk, and more than one screen to see everybody at the same time. Well, that's quite a
Exactly.
production. No, even
Yes.
Oprah have so much.
Well, I'm doing quite often online sessions, right, or workshops, and sometimes it's half-day workshops online or whatever what. So yeah, it's like my second home or office, so that's why
Well,
at least I needed some equipment, right? But it does not have to be expensive. That's the cool thing, right? Yeah.
those are your tools, so you need them. Well, we're waiting a little bit, 2 minutes to give the participants who have the chance to see the chat to join us. At 7:05, we will formally introduce the speaker and begin the discussion. Be aware that this session will be recorded for the benefit of those who are not able to be here today, and for you as well if you have the chance to go back and review it. Well, it's 7:05. Let's begin so we can edit the video a little further. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. We appreciate your time. It's busy times for each club, each division have something special to do. We understand and we appreciate those who are here who took the time to talk about a specific topic that is not as common because we might not need it or we might not understand it. However, tonight we're going to explore the AI prompts, Chat GPT, and any other proper ways and how we can incorporate the PR role into this new technology. Pascal is going to be the workshop leader for this lovely night. And let me give you a little bit of the background on how Pascal Dricot. Pascal is an international keynote speaker, is a corporate consultant and AI communication expert with a deep focus on human behavior, leadership, and organizational transformation. With a diverse background in business strategy, conflict management, technology, and he helped companies and individuals harness the power of specifically AI-driven tools like ChatGPT to enhance their messaging, communication, and decision-making. A little furthermore is Pascal is a leader in business. He was the vice president. No, he's acting as the vice president in a business unit and a manager, and he successfully lead teams, drove progress and complex organizational challenges. As a dedicated Toastmaster leader, Pascal, as in area F2, he is the area director of area F2 that's located in Austria. And previously, he held the role of Vice President of Education at his club 551. Whether a stage or workshops or consulting for businesses, Pascal's mission is clear: to bridge the gap between human connection and AI-powered communication, helping organizations thrive in the evolving digital landscape. And us, District 109. Pascal is a certificate DISC coach, a licensed life social counselor, and an expert in conflict resolution and toxic workplace dynamics. And with this long and juicy introduction, let's give it the space to Pascal. Thank you, Pascal, for being here.
Thank you, Nestor, also for the lovely introduction. I'm looking forward for this workshop. And before I start, I want to ask, because it's an interesting topic, and I want to understand, of course, a little bit more from your side. So that's why the first question that I have for this evening is, do you use AI? And if you use AI, just write down what kind of tools that you use. It would be great to know. Okay, ChatGPT, Poe, okay, GPT, DeepSeek, oh, that's nice. Gemini, GPT mainly, Poe, Gemini, ChatGPT, Mistral, okay, Claude, already. So a lot of LLMs, large language models, Sora, that's nice. Okay. Good, a lot of large language models. Now, my second question is, because it's nice that you use it, I already happy that you use it. So what do you actually do with it? Well, what are the things you do with AI? Write it down. It would be great to know in the chat. Anyway, did this, brainstorming, great, just about everything, okay. Grammar, syntax, tone generator, okay. Text corrections, nice. ID generation, lots of texts, translations, okay. Okay. Translations, yep. Cool. So the topic is a very review my English text, brainstorming, customer care. Okay. Asking complex questions, nice. Regulation interpretations, okay. Yeah, good. Then maybe the one or the other can also help me during the workshop. Let's see. It's a very broad spectrum, of course, you can do with AI, that's for sure. And I just finished a 2-day workshop this evening for a couple of persons from organizations. And in these workshops, they told me of course, we used already ChatGPT, we used already different LLMs, but we did not know that you could do actually that much with it. Now, my wish is, I don't know, of course, if I will achieve, because everyone has another skill. Okay, what's LLM? Thank you, Nestor. But first I'm gonna explain my wish. My wish is that even if it's only one tip that you get, then at least with this one tip, it could make your life a bit more more productive. Of course, it would be nice if you can get a lot of tips, but depending the skills you already have, of course, it can be that you are already very familiar with all kind of tools, right? We will go a little bit deeper in the LLM, yes. And what's LLM for? LLM stands for Large Language Model. So that means those are the AIs which are more text-based, yeah, large language model. That means that you put some text inside and you get some text outside. Of course, all the big players, they created in the meantime some additional tools around it, so that if you have difficult possibilities to use actually also this kind of AI. Now, before I start, one thing I want to explain, and that is that I'm quite long in the IT. With 12, I already assembled PCs. With 14, I wrote my first program, which I was very proud of. And my first job with 21 was actually C++ programming. During my career, I got like more than 6 program languages, and then I went more and more in strategy, like Nestor was telling. But IT is, of course, something which I breathe in and breathe out. And it's normal that because of this IT that I also use, because for myself as a self-employed, I use those tools because it makes me more productive, it makes me better in my communication, and so on. And the speed it goes forward, this is really crazy and amazing. During my whole life, I never have seen such a fast move forward. And I only can wish that you start using it, and you start using it a lot, because even if some of the things are not working today, it will be most probably in a half year or in a year it will work. If the outcome is not the perfection that you want today, no worries, then you add it a little bit, you change a little bit, and maybe in a half year or a year it will be exactly the outcome that you want. Because of this growth and because of the possibilities which will come, it is important that you jump on the train now before the train is gone, and that you then have more difficulties to jump on it. In the meantime, we have, of course, landscape which is very broad. Everyone jumped on it. Every big organization in the meantime has AI. X, so from Twitter, Meta has one, Google has one, Microsoft now thinks of creating an own one, even if they used Copilot, which is ChatGPT, whether they are thinking of creating a new one. Then OpenAI we have, then we had Anthropics with Claude, and. Yeah. So all the big players have it. And of course, all the big players want to be on the lead. And I'm 100% sure that in a couple of years, only a couple will exist and survive. But at the end, it doesn't matter, because I want to teach you and give you something more information about prompting, from how to prompt. And if you use then this prompting tomorrow in Google, Gemini, or you use it in OpenAI, ChatGPT, or you use it somewhere else, it doesn't matter, because it's about learning how you actually are using it. Okay. First question, and I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Another question, and then we jump in. Who is using the microphone and the record functionalities of ChatGPT, Gemini, or whatever what you use as a large language model? Who is using that? You can put in the chat. Okay, someone, Teresa, saying yes. Zelten, I do, rarely. Okay, cool. Yes, rarely. Okay, good. Excellent. Alrighty. Well, for long talks for context. Great. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm almost using the whole time this methodology. Why? Because it's just much faster. I can write quite fast, 220 letters per minute. It's okay. But even though it is even much faster to speak it in. And today, this evening, you will see most of the prompts, most of the discussion that we will have with ChatGPT and so on. I will use again the recording, because it's actually much easier and it helps much more. So I'm gonna screen, that's why I'm gonna share my mobile phone. So, okay. You can see my mobile phone. Right, this is just my mobile phone. You can see that when I change something in my mobile phone, then you see it there. Okay. And on the button here, you can see this microphone. So if you have ChatGPT, I would say since September last year, something like that, you have the possibility to actually use the microphone, and then you can, of course, talk. And why it is important? Because in contrary with Google, in Google you use your input with a very low amount of words. It's like only 4 or 5 words and that's it. This is how you Google. In ChatGPT, or okay, I'm always going to say ChatGPT, but it doesn't matter. The other LLMs is the same, right? So in ChatGPT, it's different. The more context you give, the more information you give, the better the answer will be. And I always say you need to compare it with an employee. You're not going to say to an employee from make a flyer. You're going to explain. First of all, you're going to show them flyers. You're going to sit with them together. You're going to say, look, this is the branding. This is our branding material. This is our target audience. And based on this and that, this is what we do. This is what the feedback is. There you need to be attention on this and that. And now you have the new job. There you try to make a flyer concerned this or that topic. And then this person is doing that, comes back to you, and then you say, okay, you sit together again. It's already good input, but as you can see in the corner, this is missing and this is missing, and normally the flyer should be a bit different and this and that. And all this information I'm telling now, I'm also telling that to ChatGPT. Now, if I write that, it takes me like 5 or 10 minutes writing. I don't want to. This morning I've looked because I'm using it quite often in the subway, which is excellent because I'm just sitting there. So I'm just I'm really speaking like this and ChatGPT understands me. And no one else next to me understands me. And there I'm preparing workshops, I'm preparing all kinds of things in the subway, which is excellent. And this morning, for instance, I saw I talked 2 minutes, 47 seconds. And then I just sent it to ChatGPT. But then the answer I got was, of course, a very interesting answer, which already was in a good direction. So let's jump to in. And if you have questions, if you have remarks, always give me feedback, always just ask, right? Again, it's not a podcast, it's a workshop. So one thing that you could do is you can, and the microphone, you just need to click on it, and then you don't need to do anything anymore. And if you finish, you just click again on it. So it's easy. It's not like in WhatsApp that you need to keep pressing on it, or like a Messenger, you just click once, blah, 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 and you click another one. Can you please help me? Can you help me writing captivating Facebook posts where we invite actually professionals for the next Toastmaster open house? So it is very important that this post, it should highlight the benefits of improving public speaking. It's about leadership skills and networking in a warm, welcome tone. Use personal success is possible, and before you actually are creating this LinkedIn post, then it would be great that you, or Facebook post it was, so before you create this Facebook post, it would be great that you ask me 5 more questions so that you can actually create a better Facebook post. All right, so what happens now is, you can see it in your screen, it's, if you're lucky, 99% of the times it works. 1% of the times it says it cannot transcript. Then if you're lucky, you can say retry. And if you're unlucky, it just says nothing. So then you need to redo it. But 99% of the time it's gonna work. And the whole text that I've put in, he has put that in. Now, if you write this, I mean, I'm fast in writing, but I cannot write that fast. And there's a lot of information that I give. So now I just need to send it off. I just click on it, and now he's going to ask me 5 questions because I asked him 5 questions. So, okay, he's asking me what kind of target audience, private, okay. And now you could, of course, decide from how you continue, right? What are the answers on that one? Oh yeah, actually, because if I post it on my Facebook, that would be great if it's our entrepreneurs and business professionals, those two, because that is actually also my audience that I normally have. The set date, thank you for asking. This is the 2nd of April, so that would be great. Do we have a personal success story? Well, yes. Thanks to actually Toastmasters, I was able to change my whole way of how I do storytelling, because I was a long time on stage, but storytelling was something which was not something which I really could do. So if you could tweak that a little bit and make a beautiful success story out of it, that would be great. Networking aspect, yes, we always have, after the open door, we always have a networking. That's a very important aspect. We have a little bar where we then just have a little drink together. And that was something that you could highlight. The link I will send you later. So just do a little call to action, and that's fine for now. Okay. Good. And now he's going to create me, of course, a Facebook post. And yeah, this is the standard Facebook post kind of thing, what she likes to do, right? If you say from, yeah, this is quite boring because it's like all the other Facebook posts that we see online, it's fine. Then what you can do, of course, is in ChatGPT, it always helps if you give examples. So if you already have made a Facebook post in the past which you like, then it is a great idea to actually send this as an example. If you don't have a Facebook post, or you don't know what the Facebook post could be, then you can go to a Facebook post and you actually can ask him what's the style of a certain Facebook post. Now let me go on. Okay, so I'm going on my other screen where I just need to log in Facebook. Give me a second. He's asking my password, which of course I don't know, so I need to log in another system to get my password. So okay, so I'm already logged in. Good. Sorry about that. So all right. Let me just, he has said he already sent it to my other device. Wait, so where is it? Okay. Okay. So I don't have access at the moment, otherwise it will take me too long. So what you can do there is if you have some examples, you then actually can write down and you can say from those are actually my examples for Facebook, what you actually can have as a post, right? And it's gonna help you because it's gonna go in a direction where you then better understand it. You can also go in the opposite way, and you can actually ask them. You can ask if they have, if they can tell you what kind of a style that you have in certain posts. So also, if you take over a certain club and you're doing the PR, you can ask actually from what kind of a style do I have? What kind of a style do I write? And it easily can be asked, and I'm just going to put something from LinkedIn because I don't have something from Facebook. And we can ask there, I'm going to send you a LinkedIn post, and what I want you to do is that you analyze what kind of a style do I have, writing style, what kind of an audience do I actually address with my style, and I want you that you put that everything together in a prompt, so the next time I create a LinkedIn post, that you directly that I can use that, and that you know exactly what kind of a type of LinkedIn post that you need to make with the style, with the communication, with the tone and everything. I will send you directly. Okay. So, all right. So he's going to say now, of course, yes, please send me, because I said don't do anything before I send you. So I'm just going to write that down. Here I put in. Okay, so now it's going to the opposite, the analyzing of my writing style. And you can use it, of course. And once you know your kind of a writing style, you know then better from how to create other posts. Okay. So, and here is the AA prompt that he's creating for you, and you can then combine, of course, with the prompt that I did before. If you say I want to have a new Facebook post for an open door, and it has to be in this kind of a style with this explanation, then it's going to help you, of course, by creating a consistent way of creating posts. Right? So use also ChatGPT on the other side, where you start asking them. And it even can go that far. If you don't know what to ask, you can ask ChatGPT, I don't know what to ask. Help me to understand what I need to ask. And you can do that. And he's going to help you. He's going to say, okay, interesting. Now, what you could ask is this or that. And this is going to help you then, of course. Yeah. So this is one way of moving forward in using ChatGPT, right? So you can go further. You can say, let's go that a little bit practical. Next week, I'm holding an area contest, and I am wondering there, for an area contest, we have one of the major challenges that we have is actually getting the roles. We have already our chief judge, but we still need some judges. Now, the location that we are is quite far from distributed from the other clubs. Can you please write me down how could I convince some of the members who are already level 3 without actually pushing them, but how could I convince them that they are going to this area contest and that they are actually helping me being judge? What could be actually a good possibility to do? So let's see what he's saying. Okay. Oh, wait, I cannot move here. Let me move there. So expand your leadership skills, recognize experience is valued. Okay, give back. Easy for them. Okay. Yeah, already great. But you know what? The person which I actually wants to ask, that's a dominant personality. Can you now give me like 3 examples how a dominant personality I actually can use this? So, and now I see Nestor that your hand up. So go ahead while he's writing down.
Can we tell the ChatGPT to use the Toastmaster tones?
Tones, yeah, of course. Yeah.
And that the ChatGPT will understand that, or is something that did they have access to the Toastmaster tone when I mentioned that?
Actually, interesting, right? Because if I'm asked something in ChatGPT for Toastmasters, they know quite a lot. So ChatGPT knows quite a lot. So yes, you can ask. Yes, great. Now the last question is, we're talking about Toastmasters, right? So can you double check if what you have written down that is in the same tone which is in our values with the Toastmasters? Can you double check, please? Thank you. All right. So you start thinking, you start seeing why I'm always using the record modus, right? If you start writing like this, you get numb. It's yeah. So you see, he knows actually without I've uploaded whatever handbook or whatever what, he knows the core values, right, from Toastmasters. And yeah, and now he's checking, of course, everything. He say, if you do it like this, yeah, your experienced Toastmaster given keen eye for great speeches, experienced members, take succeed. Exactly why I love to have you as a judge. Okay, dominant personality. It's all about success, right? So that's why they write down it's about succeeding. It's about moving forward, growing, better against the competition. I mean, this is not telling this, but yeah, these are one of the things from dominant personalities. Your insight will ensure we send the best contentants, very important. It's about, like I said, competition. So it's important for dominant personalities that it's better than someone else. Will you be open to taking this role, right? So now he's checking if this is correct. Yes, he said this is fine. The second one, healthy competition, fairness, it's also fine. The third one, also fine. Yeah, okay. And now he makes like even a report from if it's okay or not okay to do. Yeah. Okay. Nestor, you also wrote something down 7 minutes ago in the chat. Can we use photos from Toastmasters to aid the AI in my imaginary ones? Yes, of course. Can. So all information which helps, you can update, or you can add, of course, with this plus. You can then just, with the camera or photos, you can upload the photos. You can say, just to give you more idea about the room, about the location we have, about the last open door event that we have. I send you here a couple of photos, and then you have a better idea what kind of invitation you should give. It always helps, of course. The more information ChatGPT has, the better the information will, of course, be, which comes back to us. Yeah. Welcome, Nicola. Exactly. Alrighty. So yeah, this is a possibility that you can use and that you can actually challenge them. Yeah. Okay. So you can, of course, also ask for if members, new members, you can go in the same direction that you ask, okay, we have a lot of visitors, but apparently they don't want to become member. What could we do? And then you start explaining what you have done, what the things are that you have done already. And then ChatGPT will help you to find out in what direction you can go. And then you go, of course, in a dialogue with them. He says from, well, this one, okay, we already tried. This one is actually a good thing. But what do you mean by it exactly? Go a little bit more in detail. And then ChatGPT is going to explain to you. All right. Okay. Now, what I want to move forward, looking at the time, right, is something else, which is actually a beautiful thing that you can do. But you need a plus version for that. You need a payable version for that. Is that you can actually create a project by where you can upload some data. now you can see here in your mobile phone, you have here projects, and you can click on this plus. And there we could add like a new project, for instance, Toastmasters. Okay. So now I have a project, and what does that mean, a project? Well, in a project, you have different possibilities. Here it is mentioned just Hinweise, but you also have the possibility to upload data. Okay. Now I will jump towards the desktop base because it's a bit easier for you to follow. Okay. Let me share again my screen. Okay, let's do that. And let's make it a bit bigger that you can read it. All right. Good. So we have our project structure. And if I press F5 to update, then we will also see our new project, which I made Toastmasters. Okay, so we have our new project. And the idea of a project, okay, who you already use projects in ChatGPT? No one? No one? Yes, finally something no one did. Nicola did. Okay, cool. Then if you have a, yes. If you have a project, what does that mean? It is ideal to make something and you don't need to repeat everything again over and over again. Because then ChatGPT knows that it all has to do with this information. So what we could do is we could upload some data. So I can upload some data and I will upload some handbooks, the official handbooks, right? Okay, moment. Let's go in Toastmasters. Alrighty. So we have the brand manual, we have a leadership manual, and we have a contest rulebook. So actually we can, at the same time, we can brand manual 2025. I'm not sure about that. Let's see. It's about the 23rd of December 2024. It's fine? Okay. So, and we just upload those three. And then actually ChatGPT has access to all those three manuals which he just uploaded. Okay, so this is already done. We also can give some Hinweise, so some rules which we give to ChatGPT. And then we can, for instance, say from always look in the handbooks and make sure that all posts or all information good. I mean, we can do this just at the beginning, right? And now once you have that, you can actually start a new chat in this project. We could ask whatever which is based in those handbooks. So we could ask, for instance, from I mean, if you know it's 7, then you don't need to ask, of course. How many division contest level? But it's gonna ask in the documents, and let's see, hopefully it's gonna give you 7, because AI, you never know, right? What the answer will be. So he's thinking, and then it's gonna give us a certain answer. So actually all the documents, what it has access to, it can go through the documents and then it can give you a certain answer, what you actually like. Okay, so he's telling 7 voting judges. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. But I also uploaded, of course, the branding. So I could ask something about the branding because I uploaded those documents as well. Can you summarize? Can you summarize what are the branding guidelines? Guidelines. Definitely, something like that. Wrong written, but it don't matter. ChatGPT understands me. Definitely, if I want to create a mid-journey image, what should I consider? Right? You can ask, and now he's gonna look for it, for knowing in the brand manual what is actually inside. And then it's going to help me to explain from what is needed for information. To summarize branding, and now I'm curious because now Nestor as the profi will say it's true or not. Okay. Clear space, yes. Okay, color palette, okay. Yeah. Fonts, yeah. Good, it's gonna help me, of course, telling that. And now I could, of course, make, based on that one, can ask if the color orange can be used in my promotions. Oh yeah, I will. And the balloons, never forget that. Yes. Based on the orange is not included. Okay. So how about the answer, Nestor? It says it's not approved. It's we have this happy yellow, but we don't have the orange.
Yes. My question is based on when we have doubts when we are going to use to create our promotions, having this project downloaded, these 3 brand manuals and the other documents is quite effective, even when you don't have access or you don't have the people to answer quick. If you create a project, then you have the data, you make the questions, can I use orange? And then you get all the colors, all the Pantone, the codifications, and that will give you some guidelines in what it is used for the PR. So my question was already on purpose run, so I can receive the right answer of what colors can guide the person who's looking for the correct answer. That's very practical. Thank you, Pascal.
And now we can go, of course, a little bit further, right? Now that we know those guidelines, I can say, can you please create a mid-journey prompt? I will explain what mid-journey is for those who don't know. Prompt a speaker in European area. Yeah. More, I don't need to say more. In the prompt, please don't mention a Toastmaster logo. Because otherwise it will create a mid-journey Toastmaster logo, which is not the correct logo, and then you need to Photoshop that again, and it's a lot of work, right? So the purpose of the image is attract potential members. So for a guest invitation. So now it's going to create me based on, have I asked based on the thing? Can you prepare print? Okay. Capturing the no. Good. So now he's creating me something, but I'm gonna. Oh yes, he took the colors inside. All right. Now without changing and without reading, I can use that, and I'm going to use in Midjourney. Normally you change that, and of course, and you read it. I'm just gonna go in Midjourney, and I'm gonna do that. Okay, by the way, Midjourney, what is that? Well, from text it makes images, right? It's one of the best one if you have photographical ones. You can also use, of course, Adobe Firefly, or even in ChatGPT you have DALL-E. But my point of view, it's a bit better. Okay, so now he created an image which you theoretically can use. Nestor, how about those images? Succeed or not?
Francesca, the robot is a little cold version of the future for Toastmasters. But the ones with the guy on top, they're okay.
Yeah, I think one to pick there is.
Sorry?
I think there is the third one is to pick
With the orange.
with the orange. Yes, with the orange.
Okay. Yeah. We
Yeah,
can of
first
course
one.
refine. We can ask again, does it really fit or not? Right? You can make another slope on it. And apparently, have we changed? No, but yeah, we can of course make it in 69, the opposite, and we can relaunch that. Yeah, we also could say, of course, what kind of shirt he should wear, what kind of color, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. And then it's gonna create me 69 images, right? So you actually can quite fast create some images based on material what you had, right? Yeah. Yes, Francesca.
The problem that we normally encounter, me and Nestor, I mean, that we need to give a feedback regarding creativities that are not brand compliant.
Yeah.
So, do we need this ChatGPT for pay extension to upload the post and ask? Can you write a feedback and tell me what are the problems with this picture, the guideline?
Theoretically not. I mean, you can of course create a chat where you upload things in the free version. A project, there you need to have a paid account, but someone could actually create, if you have like one account from Toastmasters for 20 euros a month on a district level or whatever, you could actually create one of a chatbot, and this chatbot then can be distributed for everyone, kind of. And then someone could create a chatbot, and all the PRs could have access to this chatbot. And then even if they have a free account, they could use then the information from the chatbot. And the chatbot, you could create rules where you say, okay, there are the branding guidelines, everything which comes out needs to be completely in line with the branding. You always do a double check then afterwards if it's okay or not. And that could be a very possibility.
This can be your DTM project. Do you want to create the chatbot?
Okay.
Deal.
Yeah. So yeah, this is something we could make, right? And then based on, because once it's there, it's quite easy to upload, right? Yeah. Okay. So a very effective tool. This is Notebook LLM. It works better than ChatGPT. Yeah. Basia, what do we mean with Paola? Sorry, what do we mean? If you can unmute.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you, Paola.
Yes. Hi. Well, for what you were discussing just right now, and that is to actually upload files, to upload documents that you want to extract information from. I know Project works well. I use it for the Malta Link conference, for example. But in order to really be able to delve into documents and be sure that the only information that it goes and look for is Notebook LLM. It's just like a different tool. It's always based on AI, of course, and it's created by Google. It's free, so everybody can use it. For example, my daughter, who's doing a master at a university, she just uploads all sorts of books, because you can upload books, you can upload videos, you can upload photos, of course, all sorts of things, PDFs, whatever. And then you can extract from that you can just ask questions, just like you were doing. And it will only tap into that kind of information that you have uploaded. So there are no hallucinations.
Yeah, thank you. I look into it. I mean, Gemini has a very broad token input. So they are very good because they are at 1 million token, which you can enter, right? How I solve this kind of things is that quite often I put in projects or in chatbots from you only are allowed to look in the handbook. And if you create it that way, then mostly it works, right? And you also can even say that it's not allowed to Google or not allowed to search in the internet if needed. So you can change a little bit on that. But yeah, thank you for that. I'm gonna look into it as well, right? Yeah.
Well, welcome.
All right. Yep.
You love
thanks.
it. I'm sure you will.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this is actually something which you easily can do, and definitely if you have information which you have uploaded, you can ask, and you even could then, of course, upload a photo and then ask a photo. I mean, let's do that, right? I just go back to my mid journey. You said the orange, right? So let's see what he says. I'm just going to take a print shot of it. Or moment. I do it a bit more professional. I'll make a print shot from here. So, okay. I'm going to ask now the ChatGPT, upload this image, right? And I just asked the ChatGPT, can you double check if this image is in line with the branding guidelines? Okay. And let's see what he's doing, right? I mean, at the end, I just created this project in 5 minutes, right? So normally you do it a bit more longer, and you make some of the rules. Is based on cross-checking. Here's the feedback. Okay, inline, a professional appearance. Okay. Engaged interaction. Okay. Clear, warm environment. So, moment, can we try to give a heart attached to the platform asking to ask the TM logo? Yes, we can. But the problem is, I will scroll down. Then you can see it's a logo from Toastmasters, but on the other hand, it's not a logo of Toastmasters. So it's till now it's not beautiful. So it's better that you afterwards you put it inside in Photoshop or in Canva. It's quite easy. So what is he saying? Color scheme. This is actually what Francesca was saying, right? It is leaning to the orange, so not so good. Yeah. Audience visibility. Although some audience members are visible, the manual suggests clearly demonstrating audience engagement. Okay, not allowed and not present good. No unauthorized logos or slogans. Yeah, no distracting or unrelated background elements are included. So, final recommendation. So actually you can double check, right? And this is actually beautiful how to move forward. And if you are PR and at the beginning you don't know the rules and this and that, you just go back and forward and you let ChatGPT do the work for you. And after a couple of times you will understand. And with this, I could, of course, say, okay, knowing that, can you please tweak the Midjourney prompt? And then it's gonna, of course, related of the feedback that they get, they're gonna give you, ChatGPT gonna give you, of course, another Midjourney prompt. Now, always be kind to the ChatGPT. Yes, that's why I say please. Yeah, exactly, because you never know if the robot is at the next couple of years is knocking on your door, and then they're gonna scan you and say Pascal was always friendly to me. So good day, Pascal. Yeah. Okay, I'm a bit joking now. On the other hand, I'm quite sure that ChatGPT is, of course, getting all the information, and if we are already always brutal to this kind of platforms, then the platform will assume that humans are brutal. That's it. And then the feedback what ChatGPT will do will also at a certain time will brutal, because they will say this is kind of the communication with the humans are. So that's why I'm always very happy actually that ChatGPT is there. And yeah. So okay, it's now creates a new Midjourney prompt. Of course, in Midjourney you can then ask to reduce a little bit and this and that, right? But it's helping us, right? Can you check the brand compliance of this one? Yes, and then I'm gonna also go back to the other question about the Toastmaster. Let me see if I can fast find. Now I need to scroll down because I'm using quite often Midjourney. Okay. Let me scroll down. Okay. Here we are. So if you start doing with this kind of logos, then you get this kind of things, which is a bit odd because you can see where leaders are made, but you also can see that it's not so beautiful. So that then becomes actually more a problem. Yeah. So that's why, where is it? Like here you have these logos and so on. So I prefer to say, please don't put the logos inside, because otherwise it will be a bit, it will not be perfect, and then you need to change anyway. Yeah, so at the moment I don't like, maybe in the version 7 for Midjourney, which hopefully comes out in a couple of weeks, what they promise, but let's see, right? Okay, so let's ask for, where am I? Here am I. Okay, use the official logo, yes. Color scheme, Lawyer Blue, Cool Gray, Happy Yellow. Font, double check if the fonts used are officially recommended. Not allowed, not present, good, okay, good. So yeah, it gives you the recommendation or what we could improve and so on. So in a nutshell, actually ChatGPT can do whatever you want on a kind of a way. Maybe not on the level you want, because not everything is a PhD at the moment, but it can do things. And you just need to start asking differently. You need to use it as your coach. You need to use it as your marketing manager. You need to use it as your executive, as your operational person. It's the same if you get an outcome and you're not happy with the outcome, instead of copying that in Word and then changing it in Word, you're asking ChatGPT to change it for you, right? And you say, okay, I really like it, but this paragraph, please change it. Please do it in that and that. And once you're then happy with it, you just copy and then you paste it. So it's about a little bit learning differently how to work with it, which actually gonna increase your productivity a lot, right? Okay. Can you check the brand compliance of this? Okay. Have you already done that now, Francesca, or in particular you need something else for asking?
No, you're done. I was searching for another picture that has an element, the balloons.
Okay, yeah.
And also something else. I would like, I mean, for the purpose of having this chat bot that can help our members, but let me find also the picture.
Okay. Yeah. So I asked him in the meantime, right, if he can use balloons. Against the use of cartoons, illustration, clip art, yes, but balloon is not this. Balloons themselves are not specifically mentioned. Uploading and directing positive rather than illustrating balloons. Okay, good. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so this is actually what ChatGPT, based on the brand manual, is using. Has anyone already tried to use it vocally for improving? Oh, yes. I mean, me personally not, but on the area contest, someone was telling that, because actually that's amazing, right? Because you a beautiful thing in ChatGPT is you just click on this button and then it's gonna start to read loud. So someone from the area contest last weekend said, who's not so keen in English, she said, I created the speech and then I asked ChatGPT to tweak it a bit. And then in the car, I just listened to the speech I needed to tell myself, and I just listened how it was announced and how it was pronunciated. Yeah. And then based on that one, I learned, of course, how to pronunciate different kind of words. I'm still waiting for the next version for the advanced voice, because ChatGPT also has an advanced voice where you actually can have a conversation. But at the moment, it is still translating everything in text. So if I ask to ChatGPT, how is my voice? Am I happy or not happy? It says I cannot answer at the moment. But this will come in the next version. That means that for that time, you even most probably will be able to ask, how is my pronunciation? So this will all come, right? Can we try this one as well? Yes. So, okay. Let me.
I carry on with the same intention of Francesca says, because in District 109, and Francesca will back me up on this, we don't lack people with creativity. It's the other way. We have people with excess, with abundance of creativity, and I count as one of them. And it's difficult sometimes to generate material with the restrictions of the brand manual. That's why I have a partnership with Francesca at some point. Is this all right? Did I exceed it? Did I need to edit? Did I need to not rococo, go minimalist? Because we all need it. And if you don't have ChatGPT, find a person. But if you don't have a person, use ChatGPT. That would be. Let's see what happens here.
Okay. Oi. A lot.
Okay. Now, if you want, I put a very, very beautiful creativity.
Yes, I saw it.
I made myself.
So photo borders, clarity, spacing, double check, readability, not allowed. Okay. Yeah. So what do you say, Nestor?
That said he's a known author, and I would proudly say that was mine. Now that he's compliant.
Okay.
Thank you, Pascal.
Then the last one, yeah. So, and then please, I'm open for questions, right? Whatever questions you ask me for ChatGPT, for LLMs, what I use or what I still do concerning Toastmasters or whatever, please ask. Yeah, but thank you for the question for the speeches. So I was happy to hear last week that someone was using it, and I found it actually a cool idea to learn how to actually speak some words, right? Yeah. Yeah. Cartoonish style. Oh yeah, that's true. Advice against cartoons illustration. Yes. Okay.
It is telling me that I am stupid because this is the second time that I do the mistake.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not me, ChatGPT. I'm not guilty.
It's okay. So Pascal, just to be sure,
Yeah.
you can create a system for our VPPR, our director, and let's say members. They just use the chatbot. They upload the graphics that you have created, and they will get an answer regarding the brand compliance.
Can.
How much time do you need?
I don't know. Okay, let me say that way. I just created, right? The thing is always with things like this, creating it is not a problem. Making sure that all kind of exceptions it works, then that's why it would be great if I get some feedback, right? Because okay, first of all, a big difference between AI and programming things is programming things, you're programming the lines, either it never works or it works always. With AI, it's different. It even can be that at a certain moments he's gonna speak Arabic, Chinese, Norwegian to me, even if I spoke English. They call it hallucinations, right? Yes, ChatGPT and OpenAI and all of them are working on that, but I had in my 2 days workshops, I had this with the transcription in Zoom. In Zoom, you can record and with the whole transcription and so on. So we went through the transcription and there were 4 lines which suddenly were in Norwegian. Even I never spoke Norwegian in this Zoom meeting. And this happens sometimes. So the thing will be that we put some of the rules, how this bot needs to work, and then it's about testing. That's it. And if we are happy, if Nestor is happy, if all is happy, then it's already an improvement compared to what we have today. That's it. Is it the perfect? No, because it can be mistakes. Yeah. The prompt bot. Gemini continues to speak in Spanish with my partner when he asks in Italian. Yeah, can. Yeah. So sometimes strange things happen in AI, right? But yeah, at the end, it doesn't take that much time. Yeah, the only thing would be is where do we put it, right? Actually, ideally, we have an account from Toastmasters where then there is the bot. Of course, I can make a bot in my ChatGPT, but yeah, that's on my personal ChatGPT, right? Okay, yeah. I have theoretically no problem with it, but it's not Toastmasters account, right? So yeah. So if you would have like a Toastmasters account, 20 euros a month, then we could create there some chatbots, right? We could also make one for the contestants. We could create a different one, and then all questions for contestants we just ask always in the chatbot. Yeah. So website under PR listing, like a link to outside resource. Yeah. Yes. We can use a district account. Yeah. Can you clone from your account? Well, yeah, theoretically, yes. So that's not a problem, right? But I haven't, it took 5 minutes, so no worries. I can also investigate the 5 minutes on your account. So if I create one in yours, I make it a bit more beautiful and And we can sit together as well from what kind of output, because what you can do is, of course, you can also say this kind of output I also want always if I ask a question, right? We haven't talked about it. So you can make it on a different way, which is even more beautiful for those who use it, right? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, no worries, can do. Okay. So questions time is flying. Already have 8:10. I only give like a little bit, but I would be happy if the one or the other has a question. Strange questions, challenging questions. Yeah. Can you give us a fast recap of what we have already talked about, please? Yes. We talked about that ChatGPT, you can ask whatever you want. It's about, if you don't know what to ask, then you ask, I don't know what to ask. So you can use it as a coach. You can use it as someone who helps you. I'm always using, or almost always using, the record mode because it goes much faster, the microphone. I use it a lot in the subway. I use it everywhere. And otherwise than that, you have a lot of possibilities to create different chatbots or different projects where you can explain that this chatbot or project is doing exactly what you want. And this can help us as a Toastmasters to easily get some feedback. And in this 1 hour, we went a little bit through guidelines from branding, and we checked a little bit with Midjourney by creating some images, if they are in line or not. And we also checked with some other flyers that we already did, if those were in line with the guidelines of the branding guidelines. So this is actually what we have done in this 1 hour. If we would have activated the Zoom AI Companion 2.0, then we already would have it. I can explain you, Nestor, how to do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So any questions? Challenging questions? No. I didn't know that the chatbot is shareable also with free account. Yes, it is. That's something that I would like to invest better. Yes. So you always, also in a free account, on the left side, you have this possibility to see there. In German, it's GPTs erkunden. In English, it must be something like find the GPTs or something like that.
Just discover.
So discover, thank you. Then so you have there GPTs discover, and then you can add a name. And the person who creates a chatbot, this person can decide how it can be visible, either privately, either with a link, or it's official on the whole world. And with this, you have possibilities to actually, also exchange. Yeah. So can. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we need to check, of course, if we just can distribute it, but I think it's not confidential things which are inside the branding of Toastmasters. I don't think it's confidential. And if it's not confidential, then we don't worry. We just say that that's the Toastmaster chatbot, right? And that's it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the remark, Nicola. Other questions? No. If none, then enjoy working more and more with AI, whatever system you use. See it as your friend, see it as your person who can help you in increasing productivity. And yeah, I'm using it daily for whatever what, right? Yeah. So that's it. Yeah.
Thank you, Pascal.
Thank you very much, dear Pascal. This was enlightening.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
And for those of you who are still here, I have some announcement to do. Yeah. So we want to revitalize our YouTube channel. There is so much work to do that is worth a DTM project, more than we are doing now with this very fast prompt. And on the district website, you will find the page how you can candidate to become the project leader of this amazing project. And the goal is to have all these recordings, like for example the one of today, visible on the district website. So mainly it's about some administration, because we need to collect the GDPR video release from the speakers, people that are visible. Maybe a little bit of editing of the videos if the original video is not in such a good shape. And the advantage is that it will be there forever. Maybe forever. For a long time. Yeah, Pascal, this is something that it's worth to be spread around the world. Very common. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Francesca. For those who are still here and those who are going to be in a recording, we touched three main topics. What is ChatGPT, the fastest way to use it as a vocal, how to manage a centralized Q&A. We have 6 points quick. It was ChatGPT as a massive. It's growing. Stay in the loop because you will be faster if you're in the loop. Treat ChatGPT as your employee. Provide details to the deepness so you can be aligned with it. Use voice commands and fast way to create inquiry. It is fastest way than typing. Create a project. Download the brand manual and other Toastmaster books to create a centralized target reply for you. And ChatGPT is used as a basic help to Q&As regarding to PR brand once you create your project. Generating prompts is the fast way track to create a data for next time use. All of this will be typed in the next recording. And thank you very much, everyone. If you have any questions, suggestions, or what you're going to do if you are eating, that will be interesting as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Have
Thank
a nice
you. Good
evening.
night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Thank you, Pascal.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. I think you will be, now you've been asked to make a DTM project of the AI. That's amazing, man. Amazing. Because I'm doing the HPL, which is like the first step of, you know, the HPL?
No, you're
It's
still
like,
recording, eh? I'm just telling.
Yeah, I will cut it off.
Okay.
It's the HDL is the small version of a DTM.
Okay.
So that page on the district page, it will be a PR, and you will be one of those items in the menu, the AI resources. So it's PR is getting stronger with quality, and I'm super happy that you are part of that project. And congratulations, you get your DTM project. That's super cool.
Yeah. It's funny, right? Because last week I was thinking and I was saying, okay, maybe I need to move a bit forward that I have my DTM, right?
Yeah. That validates the efforts and the time that you invest in Toastmasters. Even that it's not like receiving a PhD, but it's a sensation of, okay, my years doing this, I have something in return, and it's gratifying. Yeah.
I need to check what does it mean, this project and this and that, right? But that's I'm happy. Actually, I'm happy to support, right? Because we have so many information, and if we just bundle it, it will be much easier. And then if it's the official one, easier, we just exchange the handbook, and then you have the new handbook there, and that means there's new information there. That's it.
Exactly.
So it's not about I have the old handbook and I don't know, I did that, right?
Yeah. Go directly to the PR tab. I don't know how we can call it. Go to the PR tab, ChatGPT prompt, and people will go. It's something simple directly. That will work amazing. Because according to what it's happening, if we modernize our offering of working as PR, we might have more young people interested in doing PR. Right now, marketing and PR, it's quite traditional. It's Canva. But if you add the element of technology, we might encourage other PRs who are more techno oriented.
Yeah,
very nice.
Yeah, we have actually, definitely. And someone could then even take the year after my baby. Could it bring it on another level, right? Because
Exactly.
yeah, I'm just doing basics actually at the end, right? But if you could do it on even on another level, right? Yeah.
And even those basics for many of us, it's just amazing.
Yeah, I mean it helps, right? Because it's I also like for each contest I needed to read through the whole manual and this and that. And if you just have a bot where you just ask.
Yeah.
And the advantage is if you say it is in the manual, then the hallucination is quite low. Because it just checks the manual and just
that.
It just takes the information of the manual. Right?
So the more sectorized it is, the less hallucinations the chat would have.
Yeah, the more, because if you just ask them, otherwise it's always going to give you an answer, even if it don't know. But if it's part of the handbook and you say you only can give an answer if it's part of the handbook, then if it's part of the handbook, the information will be mostly correct.
Interesting.
Which is good.
Yes, it could be divided in 3 things.
Yeah.
Manual, contests, and rule
I'm
book.
thinking of,
3 things.
Yeah. And then if someone say like a contest, I mean, we can even go further, right? I mean, you can do a lot of things, right? Funny things then you can do, right? Like on a contest as well.
Yeah, that's super nice.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
Well, Pascal,
thank you,
Nestor. Very
Nestor.
much.
Oh,
Looking
yes.
forward for the next one.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to make some more advertisement. Actually, honestly, I still till today, you know what's funny is? Also, between you and me, right? I applied for, I was asked for division, right? So I say, okay. So I applied for the division, right? As you know.
Well
and
done.
then I got the interview. And then during the interview, they said, you know that you're not able to conduct a workshop, right? And I was saying, you know that next week I have a workshop and in 3 weeks I have a workshop? Because there is like a rule, if you apply for division, then you need to be low profile, otherwise it's not fair to other candidates. And I say, you know that I conducting actually a workshop on the district level. Yeah. And they say, okay, let's check. But they never came back with an answer, so I don't know. And then
the thing is, you will not be able to do nothing. Because I know people who is jumping roles for years, so they will not be able to do nothing. You need to ask.
It was during the contest period of there you need to be a bit quiet. But then Petra also said, I said it to Petra, and she said, Nestor knows it. She said, Francesca knows it.
Yes.
She said, they know that you applied for division, so I wouldn't.
This is a very sectorized workshop. It's not. It's very targeted, which is good. And it's a Wednesday. We have a lot of things happening. It's good that it will be recorded. We will edit everything.
And there are no other candidates, so at the end, there is no competition in that way, right? And even if there would be another candidate and this candidate wants to do it, then I would say, be my guest. I mean, it's not like I say, I definitely want that to do, otherwise
you're not gonna
my whole world collapse.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. Oh, man.
It's funny.
I appreciate it, and it was very fun. I really learned. For you, have to be like basic, but I really learned things that I will use.
Okay. Yeah, just the basics, because again, it's I just finished a 2-day workshop, right? So in 2 days I explain more than just like now in 1 hour, right? Yeah. But it's actually amazing what you can do. I'm doing it. I'm quite often happen something. I mean, you're driving or you're sitting in the train or something, and then you see things and you say, "Oh, that's interesting." And then I just asked ChatGPT, "Look, I saw this and that. Can you explain me how that works or whatever?" What, right?
It's something that I noticed that you do is that you talk with ChatGPT in an informal way.
Oh yeah.
Like you're talking with a friend.
Yeah.
Speak to ChatGPT like I'm talking with the CEO of a grammar.
Okay.
From Oxford. Could you please develop a clean, concise, and coherent? I become more formal in my approach to ChatGPT.
Okay.
Can you maybe just do it the way I think it's fine. I'm not really sure. It was very refreshing.
Yeah.
Because you just give me the sensation that ChatGPT will learn the style that I'm approaching to it.
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
responds in that way. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's cool. Yeah. And what I also use is that I give a lot of information in the system, and then it knows me, right? So because I'm using it more than 2 years, sometimes I'm saying, okay, save that as information, save that as information, save that as information. And at the end, it's much easier because I just need to say sometimes from, okay, I'm conducting a workshop. This is the audience. This is my topic. You already know me. You know my 2 websites. They want me to create a biograph. Just create a biograph. That's it. And because he knows me, he knows what the topic is, he knows what the audience is, then just create a biograph, right? That's it.
It's like having a second brain.
Oh, yeah. So that's nice.
I
Okay. I need to go because I need to prepare a workshop for tomorrow afternoon. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And
Yes.
have a nice evening. Appreciate your
Yes.
help. Looking forward for the next part 2.
Yes.
Or maybe. Up to you.
Huh? Why maybe?
Maybe.
You mean part 2 from what? From AI, you mean?
From AI.
Oh, yeah.
Up to
I mean, if we have a certain topic, then it would be great. Maybe we can do that could be a possibility. We can do how you call it? A questionnaire. From what would be a topic that would be interested in AI to see?
Good idea.
Yeah. And then either I can say I can give that, or someone else can give, or whatever. Yeah.
That could be
That's
nice.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
true. Thank
Alrighty.
you, Pascal. Have a
Thank
nice
you.
night. Thank
Greetings.
You. Bye-bye.
Greetings.
there as
Yes.
well.
Bye-bye.